This clip will show you how to add the items you want to sell to your Shop in the Box. From the administration page, log in with your username and password and move down to the button Create a Stock Inventory. Click on the button and then you'll be brought to the Shop in the Box inventory setup page. If you have a look at this page, you'll see that I've got a number of photos of fruit that I'll use for the sake of this exercise as the items I want to sell in my shop. The images that you get for your Shop in the Box can be just taken with a digital camera, and the SD card slides into a slot on your Shop in the Box. You can also get the images from your supplier, graphic designer, or you can sometimes get the images from the internet for non-copyrighted images. The images need to be in JPEG format and normally not too high a resolution, otherwise it'll slow down the speed of your ordering page. The Shop in the Box help page goes into a lot of detail about image resizing and cropping, etc, etc. But for the sake of this exercise, I just want to put one of the pieces of fruit onto the Shop in the Box ordering page so we can see how it's done. On the right hand side of the page are the details that you need to complete to have an item put onto the ordering page. If you see the first field, it's the name of the photo on the SD card. The Shop in the Box picks up this name, so just leave it as it is. You can't edit it and you don't need to change it. Below that is a field for category name, and in this case I'm just going to put in fruit. Category is a field which is optional that you can use if you sell a number of different items in different categories and you want to separate the items on the screen by a category. I'm just filling it in this case just to show you how it is. If you look at the screen, you'll see some of the fields are highlighted and some in this tannish or light yellowy brown colour are required fields. They need to be completed for every item you add to the Shop in the Box. But moving on, the next field is item name. In this I'll type avocado. Next to that is a field for code. You may wish to show a code number that you can use for your accounting software or your computer system you want, or to show the customers in case they want to inquire about a code number. It's an optional field, so we'll leave it blank at the moment. The next field is an item description. In this case I'm just going to type in new seasons avocado. Okay, the next set of checkboxes are important. The first one is published to the web. The way Shop in the Box works is you can have images of all the items in your shop on the SD card that you slide in the Shop in the Box, but you may decide not to publish them to the internet for sale till a later time. This button controls, or this checkbox controls, whether an item will show up on the ordering page. So in this case we want to say we publish it to the web. The next checkbox is left align photo. Shop in the Box gives you the option of aligning your images to the left of the description or to the right of description, or you can alternate on the page whichever way you want. We'll just leave the default value as left align photo. The next checkbox is thumbnail only. In some instances you may not want to have a detailed image on the screen, just a thumbnail, so if you clicked on this checkbox, just the image would show as a thumbnail size only. The next checkbox is remove from card. If you have an SD card in your Shop in the Box that has an item you no longer wish to sell, you can actually have it removed from the card by checking this checkbox. We'll leave it again at the default value, which is nothing. Barcode number. Coming soon to Shop in the Box will be a complete point of sale system, in which case your Shop in the Box can be used at point of sale with barcode scanners to bring up items to sell in your shop. It's an optional field, and in this case we'll leave it blank as well. The next checkbox is on special. If you click this checkbox, there are a number of options where a banner can come up, or a highlighting or color change on the Shop in the Box to show that the item's on special. We'll leave it as not on special for this instance. The next checkbox is include GST. You can choose whether to show GST with each item, or just have the GST calculated at the bottom of the receipt that it's given to the customer. We'll leave the default value as includes GST with each item. The next field, which is highlighted, is a required field, and this is the actual price of the item. In this case, I'm just going to put in $1 for an avocado, which I think is probably a reasonable price, and we move on to the next field, which is recommended retail price. You may wish to compare your price with the normal recommended retail price, and if you do fill in this value, both will be shown on the ordering page to show that your price hopefully is cheaper than what the recommended retail price is. The next field is if you're having a sale or a special at the moment, you can put a discount price in. Again, it's optional, and you can choose to fill out this price, and then that will be compared to the normal recommended retail price or the normal price, and it's shown on the ordering page. Again, we'll leave this one as the default value, which is not shown. The next field is number in the stock, and for the sake of this exercise, I'm just going to put 100 items in stock. Okay, the next line comes down to the areas around about postage. With Shop in the Box, you have a number of different choices for postage if you want. You can have fixed postage, so that you determine that the item that you sell will be charged a postage charge of X amount, in which case you'd complete this field. You can also click a free postage checkbox. If you wish to bear the costs of postage, if you click on that, the customer won't be charged any postage. Other than that, Shop in the Box has the capability of being able to go away silently to Australia Post and determine the exact postage based upon the weight and dimensions of the package that you're providing or sending to the customer. It does this by looking at the order and adding the size, weight and dimensions of each item that's being sold together to come up with the smallest size box or package that can be sent through Australia Post, and that will be the postage charged to the customer. The reason it's able to calculate the postage is that in the setup page, the shop puts in their postcode where the items are being sent from, and when the customer puts in their address to purchase the item, they also put their postcode, and Australia Post is able to calculate the exact postage charge based on the weight and size of the package and the distance from the sending postcode to the receiving postcode. For the sake of this exercise, we're just going to leave the default that it's a satchel or other item that's going to be sent. The next checkbox across is box or postpack. If the item is required to be sent in a box, for example a box of wine or something like that, you'd complete this field, and then when you complete the field, you're required to put in the dimensions, which is the length, width and height of the box. That's so Australia Post can do the calculation. But in this instance, we'll say that it's a satchel or other item. Okay, I've already spoken about the free postage checkbox, so we'll go down and we'll just put the weight of the item in as 100 grams. Okay, so that's it to put one item onto the shop. Obviously you'd go through and put all the items you wish to sell in the one session, but for the sake of this exercise I'm just going to move down and click the submit button. Okay, that takes us back to the Shop in the Box administrative page. If you click on go to your web page, you'll see that the avocado has been added as the only item on the page. Thanks for looking at this clip, and stay tuned for more.